There's a new magazine that is shining a spotlight on Minnesotans responsible for the food that ends up on our dinner tables.
The first issue of Edible Minnesota was released this week. It features growers, producers, chefs, and local businesses from across the state. Publisher and owner Nick Meese is here to tell us all about it. Nick, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Much discussion during the commercial break about the cover, the cover girl, which is a delicious-looking pork roast.
yeah. Our cover. This might be the most popular recipe that we have in the magazine. It's our holiday pork roast, and this comes from Chef Matthew Jensen of La Ferme Restaurant in Alexandria.
Oh, in Alexandria.
Stunning.
How do you gather the recipes and narrow them down? I would think that's got to be very hard. There's lots of recipes, but how do they become worthy to be published?
Yeah, we have an editorial team where we kind of talk through different articles and story ideas and recipe ideas as well. And we connect with people in the community too, with chefs, home cooks, people that have cookbooks as well. And we kind of combine them all together and put the best ones out in each issue.
So this is the first issue,
yes,
right?
The very first issue.
But people might be looking at this and going, wait a minute, I feel like this seems familiar, or seems like something I remember. There used to be an Edible Twin Cities magazine.
Yes, yeah. Edible Twin Cities was started back in 2005, actually, and was one of the first 10 edible magazines across the entire country. It unfortunately was discontinued in 2013, and there hasn't been an edible magazine here since. Until now. We decided to bring it back, and we wanted to call it Edible Minnesota because we want to cover the stories and the amazing people and the amazing work being done across the entire state and not just in the Twin Cities.
It makes perfect sense, and I think that's what this show's supposed to be about too, for the most part. So talk to me about beyond the recipes. There's all kinds of interesting articles in there. Tell us about what some of the articles people will be able to read about in this first issue.
Yeah. One of our feature stories is called Cutting Through the Culture, and this looks at whole animal butchery across the entire state, and actually follows the stories of 3 female butchers and their careers in a typically male-dominated industry.
Why do you think it's important to highlight, food of Minnesota and the culture of food in our state?
Well, Minnesota has such a rich history and tradition of food. And when Amy's my partner and co-owner of this magazine, when we discovered Edible magazines, we were surprised that there wasn't one here in Minnesota because of our rich history and tradition. And we want to be able to be a resource to highlight all the great work being done across the entire state.
One of the people that you featured here, I thought the name sounded familiar. Leah from Sweet Haven Tonics.
Got her on.
Yeah. She's very nice. The tonics were amazing. What else? What did you guys find about her? What do you like about her?
Yeah, her story is so amazing because she was a teacher turned mixologist. In the early days of the pandemic, she was in her kitchen and started making homemade cocktail and mocktail recipes, and they were so popular among her friends and family that she ultimately quit her job as a teacher and started Sweet Haven Tonics full time.
And that's she's in New Ulm, right? Yeah. So. Yeah, it was really good. And she's got a very dynamic personality too, so she seems like somebody who could really pull that off. So.
Can we talk about some of these recipes in here? There's like a bison burger recipe on the back page. It looks
good.
Divine, but I even like the fact that it looks very simple to make. The instructions aren't 6 pages long, right? You're not taking out crazy things in your kitchen that you don't have. You're not going to the store to buy things. It's all very tangible. A couple of the recipes, there's a holiday pork roast, which is the one on the front cover. There's this gorgeous looking squash in here. Every single thing looks really, really good. Do you have a favorite recipe in here other than the front one?
Yeah, well, actually, I do love that recipe, but I also love the bison burgers recipe, and I wanted to bring that up because I saw yesterday on the show.
Yeah, we had bison.
We had bison
your
meatballs.
bison cooking tips, which I thought was perfect. Our bison burgers recipe features wild rice and wild mushrooms mixed in with the bison.
With the bison meat.
And every issue will feature multiple recipes. And one of our main goals of the magazine is to inspire people to have a deeper connection with their food. And we believe one of the best ways to do that is by cooking meals at home in your own kitchen. And so hopefully people can find a recipe or two that really resonates with them and that they can cook at home.
I mean, the pictures are so good. Everything really, I mean, that's key to it too, right? Like it's presentation. You
We
presented
eat with
these,
our eyes first.
Yes, so beautifully. I had no interest in anything butternut squash, and I just saw a shot of the butternut squash lasagna. That looks amazing.
So how do people get a copy of this?
Yeah, so Edible Minnesota magazine is free for people to pick up. And we partner with different food and drink related businesses throughout most of the state that carry copies of the magazines for people to pick up and take home free of charge. And
Perfect.
we actually have a list of all those distribution partners on our website.
And
Awesome, Nick.
we'll mail it out to people too for a small fee,
Yes,
right? People
yep.
can order it online.
Yep, correct. If you'd like it to be delivered directly to your home, you can purchase a subscription on our website and have it mailed directly to your mailbox.
I like it. It's manageable. It's colorful. Very good instruction in here. Very exciting. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Best of luck.
If you'd like to learn more about where you can pick up a copy of Edible Minnesota, head to minnesotalive.com. We'll link you up with the website and you'll get it all figured out.